Hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Like and subscribe as always. If you do enjoy things, leave a comment, hit the little bell icon, so on and so forth. Right, that's that bit out of the way. So, yeah, we've come for a walk today. We are in the Trossachs, and I'm going to try and get some photographs, hopefully. I've never walked this way before, so I don't know what photographs there are to take, what shots I can get, but just keep an eye out, see what there is. Okay, so what I'll do now, I'll pop a map up, just describing the walk. Now, last time I did this, my analytics showed I got lots and lots of views. Everybody turned off after the map, so if you don't like it, please say so in the comments and I'll not do it again. Okay, but if you do like it, let me know as well. It's an interesting walk. We're going up over the Menteith Hills to Loch Venachar. Right, anyway, yeah, here's the map. The route begins at the Aberfoyle Forestry Car Park on the A821, a few miles east of Aberfoyle. This is right on the Highland boundary fault where the Scottish lowlands give way dramatically to the Scottish Highlands. We follow a woodland track steeply uphill from the car park before joining a broad vehicle track which climbs at a gentler pace into the Menteith Hills before giving way to a rough hill track which passes through woodland and across an open hillside pasture. This is the route of the Rob Roy Way, one of Scotland's great walking trails. We pause for lunch at a small Lochan before dropping down the hillside to walk along the shore of Loch Venachar for a little. We joined a public right-of-way to climb back up to the Lochan again and followed the outward route back across the hills to the car park. Okay, so that's the route now. So it's not a bad wee walk so far. We're walking through kind of forest. So you start off down the car park, down at the bottom end, just outside of Aberfoyle, and climb up through the trees, and you follow a kind of vehicle track, rough vehicle track, for about a mile or so up into the hills, and then it turns into this kind of wee. Well, it's just a hill track really, like a forest track through the trees, as forest tracks tend to do. And it's very pretty. I'm not going to get any pictures in here though because the sun is just too harsh. Now if it's cloudy later on, because we have to come back this way too, if it's cloudy later on, I'll maybe stop, see if we can get some pictures through here then. But for now, we'll just keep walking, keep searching for shots. So we've come out of the forest now, and we've come off to this kind of large pasture, totally green, no animals, no nothing, not even any sheep, which you usually get. So I'm going to try and get a shot of the hill which is across behind you there. No idea what it's called, but we'll get a shot of it. Thinking a panorama might be quite nice. I'll maybe take a couple of shots. Take a panorama, maybe just take a horizontal type one as well, just see what it looks like. So we'll go up here. I've got the camera all set up here like that. Try and not disappear off the picture altogether. So as you can see, I'm all set up. Now I'm not going to go through all that palaver that I went through with when I was telling you about when we're up at Loch Venachar and tell you about how I took a Pano. Can't go through that every single vlog, let's be blunt. So, yeah, let's take it as read. I've got the camera in manual. Take it as read that I'm in manual focus. Take it as read I'm focused on the hill up the back here. Now, what I'll do, if I just pop the movie on, comme ça, and hopefully you can see that. I've still got my I can't remember what you call those things, the blinkers, so that you can see where it's in focus and where it's not. But yeah, so I've got the film on there, and you can see what we're looking at. So we've got that big rock in the foreground there, and I'll just bring it around, got the hill over that way, and we've got, hopefully, I'm not sure I'm going to pick up or not, but the foot track that we're following, which actually heads through that glen across there. The foot track kind of leads the way. It should be a leading line. So hopefully, let's switch that off again. Hopefully that should be the picture. So I'll just turn the camera back there. Now I've checked my display, I've checked my histogram to make sure that it's never going to overexpose. I've checked the balance thing on the camera as well, so I know that when I spin it round, it's going to stay absolutely level all the way around. I've got my wee, bring that down there, spirit level down there is flat. So yeah, let's just start taking the shots. It's just a matter of taking however many shots it's going to take. I've got the camera on a vertical so that we've got plenty of room top and bottom to cut off. I will be going for a 3x1 shot hopefully. So yeah, so we'll cut off some at the side and at that side as well. Just fly. Like I say, plenty of room to play around with. So take a shot, move it around a couple of degrees, the camera here, make sure that we're getting the edge of this shot in the next shot, obviously. Yeah, so that's that. Off I go. 1, 2, 3, click. So that's us, we've walked right across that field now and coming up for a gate on the other side. There's a gate back there from when we came out of the forest, and there's another one over here which will take us back into trees again. A lovely piece of kind of open hillside pasture here. There was a cow in it which kind of worried me a wee bit. You don't entirely trust cows, you know. You occasionally hear about things happening to people with cows, but yeah, so I go through this gate and then head on. It looks like a better path. It's not this kind of muddy foot track. It looks like a proper surface track beyond the gate. So let's see how we get on. Well, we walked a bit further on and there's a nice bench just across there where we had our lunch. Right beside this little loch in here, which if I turn around, I don't know if you can see it behind me. It's called, I can't pronounce it because it's in Gaelic, but the Allt na Chip Dhu, I think, something like that. So I'm going to get another photo. I was trying to get just a straightforward kind of horizontal shot across kind of in this direction here, but it's just too wide, so I've decided I'm going to go for another pano right across. I'll get the path in it as well, stretching round and over to there. I'll try and get some of these trees as well. So that's all I'm going to do. I've got the same setup as I had before. I've got it all set up into manual. I don't know how easily you can see that. Same as before. So yeah, I'll just take the first shot. And as I say, just move it around a few degrees. Like that, 1, 2, 3, click. So we've moved on a wee bit more, not that much further from where we were back at that wee loch in there. And we're onto a bit of track that we have actually walked on before, because you can do like a circuit down here, starting down at Loch Venachar, walking up to that wee loch and then walking back round down to the loch and along the shore of the loch. But last time we were here, this was a forest track, but now the loggers have been in. The view across the Loch Venachar is opened out. You can actually see the loch now, which you couldn't before, because we were walking in a forest at this point before, but it doesn't look that great, as I'm sure you understand. They do it for a reason, obviously. They've been logging, it's commercial forestry. Pull it all down, build houses or furniture or something, I don't know what. But and then they leave all the sticks and things lying around, all the broken branches and tree trunks and stuff. And there is a reason for that too. I mean, they let insects grow in there, and then birds come along, eat the insects. Larger animals, foxes and whatnot, come along, eat the birds. It encourages deer and whatever else. So you get a lot of wildlife coming along because they leave it like this. So yeah, there's an ecological reason for it, but it looks bloody awful. But, you know, can't have everything. So anyway, yeah, we'll follow this track around now, which should take us down to the shores of Loch Venachar. So I just thought I'd stop and show you the view here before we press on. That one across there, that is Ben Venue, which if you recall, we were getting pictures of, when was it, the middle of April, just after the end of lockdown, which was about a month ago maybe. And if I swing round these trees here, you can just see across that way, that pointy one, that one there is Ben Ann, which is a great wee hill to climb. Nice and pointy at the top with fantastic views right down Loch Venachar from the summit. Really good to get up there at sunset. One of these nights I might go up and vlog it, we'll see. Anyway, that's that. Might as well just press on now. Head down to Loch Venachar. So we've arrived down at Loch Venachar now, and I'm right down by the shore, and I'm going to try and get a picture of these rocks just down here. Don't know how easily you can see it. Over here, with the wave crashing over them. And in the background, you probably just can't quite make it out. I'll try and zoom in. Up there, that's Ben Lady up there. That one there in the back. So I'm right down, I was on the shore again a minute ago, but I'm back down the shore. I've noticed these kind of wee purple flowers around the rocks. I've got no idea what they are, but I've fitted the macro lens on the camera. So I'm going to try and get a shot of them. So this could end up being, I've got the camera down here, could end up being quite a shaky shot, so sorry if it looks a bit dodgy. So that's it, we've climbed away from the loch again now, and we're back up at that wee loch we were at earlier on. Now we're at the northern end or the southern end earlier on, and we down that way somewhere. But now we're up at this end, and I've come to get a picture of this wee boathouse. I don't know if you can see it across there behind me. Yeah, just about. Yeah, that's what we're going to get a picture of. So I do have my camera set up. Nice simple shot, we've got reflections on it and everything, so we can just kind of put the line right down the middle. Let me just switch on the movie, but first, before I do that, let me turn my focus thing down to there, switch on the movie, and there you go, you can see that lovely hut and the boats with all the lovely reflections in the middle. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to get a picture of. Reflections, boats, hut. I've got the hut sitting on the rule of thirds up here. I've got the reflections right down the middle, which is exactly where you want them, and that's it. Dead easy picture. So I'm just going to switch off the movie there, like that. Is that still running? Yes, it is. Camera's still running. Always good to check that. Aye, so yeah, what's the switch off the movie there, and then turn my f-stop up to maybe F11 or so. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to focus on, if I can actually get that to go there. Focus on the hut. I'm looking at 1/10 of a second exposure, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, click. So that's it, we'll call it a night at that, I think. We've walked, must be around 6 miles or so, right across the Menteith Hills, across that way, right down to Loch Venachar, along Loch Venachar for a bit, then up a public right of way, back up to here again. We're just going to head back up over towards where we parked again, which is across towards Aberfoyle. So maybe another 4 miles or so to go for us. But I don't think there's any point in showing you that, so we're just going to, like I say, call it a day at that. I think it's probably been a fairly long video. However, if you've enjoyed it, as I always say, just do the usual, just like, subscribe, click the little bell icon. Am I getting it right? Down there, I think. Yeah, that's it. Comment. Always comment. Yes, I would really like to see your comments. If you don't mind, let me know. And remember I was talking about the maps earlier on. Yeah? Let me know what you think about that. Should I put the map, the route at the end of the video? Should I put it at the start of the video? Should I leave it out altogether? You know, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, that's it. I'm going to call it a night at that. See you later. Bye.